BTC is Building Tomorrow's Church. It is a Reformed Baptist conference for young adults 18 to 30-something. The whole idea behind it is to help young adults take ownership in their churches, to take church membership seriously, to consider the future of the church and their role in helping to build the church. So it's Building Tomorrow's Church starting today. Sam, we're really happy you're going to be able to come and speak at the BTC conference this coming summer. And what is the theme going to be?
The theme is going to be generation to generation. And you were just saying that the conference is about, getting young people to take ownership in the church. Mm-hmm. And I really like that tagline of, building tomorrow's church today. Mm-hmm. And so generation to generation really hyper focuses in on that idea that, the church will not run itself. Mm-hmm. And the church will not last forever simply with those who are currently working in it. And so there needs to be a new generation really constantly being brought up so that there can be a natural transition from one generation to the next. And we tend to think of generations like every 30 years or something, but as much as possible, and with the Lord's blessing, that needs to be just a constant growing of people in the church and getting them more and more involved, and like you said, taking ownership. When you're growing up in your own home, you don't think about where the meals on the table come from or what it takes to prepare them. They're just there, and you take it for granted. And if that's your whole life, when you have to start in your own home, in your own house, in your own life, you won't know how to put food on the table, right? Right. And so your parents ought to raise you up and to teach you how to take care of your own home so that when you have your own home, you're ready to survive on your own. And so in a similar way in the church, we want to help the young people be equipped to know how they can serve in their churches and see what the Lord will do using them to build the church for the next generation. Mm-hmm. And so that's really the whole point of BTC, and especially the theme of this particular conference.
Good. Now, you've been pastor here at Trinity Reformed Baptist for how long now?
4 years ordained, but been working with the church for quite a few years before that.
Oh, okay.
As an intern during seminary.
So as a fairly new pastor to the ministry, the generation to generation understanding, how does that work in the life of a new pastor just entering into the journey?
That's a very good question. I am very blessed at my church. When I graduated from seminary, some of my seminary buddies went off to start a church or plant a church, and I admire them for that. That takes a lot of hard work and dedication. But it has disadvantages in the sense that they're on their own in many ways and they don't have someone with them to help them along. They call people and ask for advice, but I have the advantage as a young minister of working with 4 senior ministers in terms of senior ministers in the faith, senior ministers in age. And so I can benefit from all of their wisdom, all of their experience, all of their counsel, all those things that I simply could not have as a young person. And that's not my fault. That's not a bad thing necessarily. I'm just a young person. Yes. And so they have something I can't have as a young person, and I want to draw from that and take advantage of that and use that to be a better pastor myself. So when is this 10th BTC going to be held and where?
It's going to be June 23rd through 26th at Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff, Arizona. It's a beautiful campus up there in the Ponderosa Pines. Beautiful weather, nice and cool, nice dorm rooms, very comfortable facility. And we're looking forward to a good turnout once again this year. Those who want to register can just go on to buildingtomorrowschurch.com.
Excellent.
And they'll get all the information for registration.
That's great. I'm looking forward to it as well.